What's going on, sickos? How are we doing today? Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you very much for tuning in. Of course, if you're new around here, I'm GoreCore. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to hit another music reaction, and today we're actually going to hit up a request. So today's request is for the band Beyond Creation. We're going to check out their latest song entitled Reverence. Now, I think I've heard this band in the past, but I'm definitely not familiar with them. So this might be new for me. Either way, not being familiar with the band, it's going to be new to me. So I'm definitely curious to see what we get here. If you're not familiar with these guys, they're based out of Canada and they play progressive technical death metal. And apparently this is the first track they've put out in about 8 years. So I'm definitely curious to see what we get here. But before we get into this reaction, I have a favor to ask of all of you. If by chance you're into indie horror and you got 7 minutes to spare out of your busy day, I would love it if you could check out my debut horror short film, The Treatment and the Cure. If you like 80s vibes, you like practical effects, a little bit of blood and splatter, and you like a little bit of dark humor, might be right up your alley. You can find a link in the description as well as right here. It would mean the world to us if you could check that out. But I digress. Let's get back into this reaction and see what Beyond Creation has for us. Definitely got that progressive sound, that's for sure. Cool transition. That's sick.
Countless possibilities. I blush into a notion of science with questions of existence.
Good bass sound. Now, I will admit, I'm not the biggest prog fan. And honestly, it's because of moments like this. Don't get me wrong. Excellently played. I get why people enjoy it. But it takes me out of all the aggression that was taking place. Somebody not happy. And there we have it. That was Beyond Creation with Reverence, and I have to say this was definitely sick. Now, I mentioned in the video, I'm not the biggest progressive fan. I love me a lot of death metal. I like a lot of technical death metal stuff, but it's the whole progressive thing that I'm a little on the fence about. Now, these guys are excellent musicians. Everything is well written here. Everything is top notch. I'm not knocking any skills here whatsoever, or the songwriting, or any abilities in this band. They're definitely killer at what they do. And the heavy moments, especially when we get a few little just kind of chunky parts there where I could just headbang and really get into it, very much enjoyed that. But the intro, and then when it kind of got soft, and it's just kind of like, it's almost like this jazz moment, or like this calm moment of just like, here, let's just like play a few melodies and stuff. I appreciate that. It's very well done. Like I said, excellent musicianship, but it just doesn't do a lot for me. It kind of takes me out of the moment and makes me go, when's the heavy stuff coming back? But again, that's a personal thing for me. Nothing against the band whatsoever. You know, looking at this objectively, everything about this was fantastic. Like I said, top-notch stuff. Only praise to give the band themselves. Not something I'm probably going to really listen to a lot in my own time because of that progressive element. There are very few progressive bands that I'm really into. I don't mind a few progressive moments, but overall, if they're doing a lot of this, it doesn't really do a whole lot for me. So let me know. Is this something that's common with these guys? Because again, I'm not familiar with their catalog. I suspect it probably is. I feel like this just kind of fits their sound, but again, I could be completely wrong. And always happy to hear from you guys. How do you feel about this new track, especially if you've been a fan of the band for a long time, especially after an 8-year hiatus? Definitely curious to hear from you guys. But yeah, it was excellently done. I can't say anything bad whatsoever other than just it might not be quite for me. Now, as far as the video goes, that looked excellent. Mostly band footage, but we did get a little bit of drama in there too, and that was all very nicely done. The use of colors was fantastic. Presentation is professional. Everything about it was great. It all worked very nicely, suited. So yeah, only good things to say here, except for the fact that I just don't think it's really something I'm going to put a lot of time into. Definitely very cool. Definitely happy I checked it out. And if this is something that you enjoy, go check them out and see what you think. And if you do enjoy them, support them like any band that you enjoy. If you ever want to help support this channel, then please subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And pay that like button. And if you'd like to hear future updates, stab the notification bell down below for that. Also, don't forget about those socials down below. You can follow me on all the major platforms. Of course, the original link is down there. I also play in extreme bands as well. You'll find links for those below. If you take the time to listen to something, I'd love to get some feedback from you. And of course, please check out my short film. That's the most important thing to me right now. I hope to do more short films in the future, and that takes the support of you guys. So if you could do that, it would mean the world to me. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of your support. Hope everybody has an awesome day. Cheers, everybody. Stay sick.